Hi, and welcome to the Create a Website with MailChimp guided project. My name is Angelo Paulillo, and I am a digital consultant, developer, and educator. I've been working for years with major tech companies such as IBM, Google, and LinkedIn, and I'm very passionate about learning online, so I'm really glad that you're here today. In this guided project, we're going to explore the website builder of MailChimp to create a landing page or website for a small business. Let's dive right away into what kind of outcome can you expect from this guided project. By the end of this guided project, you will have created a responsive website using MailChimp Website Builder for a fictional company called the Rosio Quality Florists. It will have a header and cover, different sections to deliver your business message with your own choices around text and color palette, different styles that you can edit with a footer, social network links, and a classic about us and contact us pages that will be linked in the navigation bar at the very top. So this will support the creation of multiple pages. We'll explore identifying main branding objectives through a video presentation or giving a voice to your brand by having your values and the people involved displayed on your website. And we will explore call to action or main objectives of the website, such as getting leads or having people subscribing to your own newsletter. The website will be responsive, so this will be adapted to a mobile. And furthermore, to put what you will have learned in the guided project to practice, we will have a portfolio activity towards the end of this guided project. A few practice activities to get your hands on and practice completely on your own, as well as a final portfolio activity, which will enable you to create a separate website of your own choice following the principles that you will have learned in the guided project so that you can apply that to your work and start building your own portfolio. Excited and ready to get started? Let's begin then by creating a MailChimp account. Before we get started, let me give you a warm welcome to the guided project of Coursera, a great learning format where you can practice on a fully functional virtual machine on the left-hand side of your screen, which in this case is just a Chrome browser, given that this will be a web-based project. And on the right-hand side, you have an instructional video that is already zoomed in on the relevant part of the screen and following my mouse movements. By mouse overing the video, you will be able to pause and play and control the speed, the different controls and access resources. Feel free to pause the video to explore the interface and resume the video when you're happy. Great, well done. You will practice with your virtual machine on the left-hand side of your screen, following the instructional video displayed on the right-hand side of the screen. We will use some resources throughout the project, and to access such resources, you can simply press Ctrl O on your keyboard or Command O if you're using a Mac keyboard, and you will find all the files here. But we will see that at the appropriate tasks when we will use the file. This project is for beginners, so you don't need any previous experience with MailChimp. Let's begin from the MailChimp homepage, which should be already displayed on your virtual machine. And on the top right-hand corner, you can simply click Sign Up Free to create your own account. You will have to use your business email address. I'm going to use one of my addresses that I will just utilize for this purpose. And you will choose a username and password of your choice. Great, I have inserted a username and password, and I marked that don't want to receive promotional emails. That's up to you, it's your own choice, and then you click sign up. At this point, MailChimp will ask for little information about your business. So first, check your email for the verification email so that you can activate your account. You will receive an email like this, and you will simply have to click on the Activate Account button. So you will have to log in your email from the virtual machine. And if you don't feel comfortable doing so, you can also copy by right-clicking this button, copy and paste the link in a file sharing service of your choice. So you can simply copy and paste the link in your browser. So once you have clicked the button or copy and pasted the link here, you will be brought to the page to finalize your signing up. Simply click I'm not a robot and authenticate yourself by following the instructions on screen. If you are ever brought back to the login page, simply type in the username and password you have just chosen for your new account. You will be brought back in. You can choose the free current plan and then click Next. You will have to fill in with your own business name. You can choose a fictional business name, but you will have to provide a valid address. As MailChimp is regulated by the anti-spam laws and regulations that require a valid physical address. So I'm going to put in some details. Put your own details or business name and then click Continue. And then you can choose a valid address line. Make sure you use a valid postal address or post office box that you own, and then click Continue when you're ready. You can then select that you do not have any content, and you will continue as you are opening a MailChimp account or website just to create contacts for your business. We don't sell products or services online, but we want to sell them both in the future. And then we'll click Continue. You can also skip these steps as they're not required. I'm going to sign up for the e-commerce newsletter and then continue, as perhaps in a future project, I'm going to connect this website to an e-commerce store. And once you will have completed all the steps, you will be brought to this MailChimp dashboard. If you have encountered any issue with creating the account, you can use the MailChimp Help Center to troubleshoot them, or you can try to go back to MailChimp.com and log in back again with the username and password. Sometimes there might be a few mishaps in the process of creating the account, but you will always be able to get back in with your username and password you just created. Great, if all steps have been completed, you should be on this MailChimp main dashboard. In the next task, we're going to access the website builder and begin creating our site structure, adding pages. See you there. Welcome back. In the previous task, we have started creating the MailChimp account after a brief introduction to our project, an overview of what the final outcome will look like, and an introduction to Coursera Guided Projects and its interface. In this task, we're going to begin creating our website, and we'll start from the site structure. So from the left-hand side menu, you can click Website and then Website again to access the website builder. At this point, you can start designing your site or using the store functionality to create an online store, or the service functionality to create a one page on your website to set up appointments for in-person services. We'll begin designing the website. So we'll simply click Set up your site. Here, give a name to the website. I chose the Rosio Florist. You can choose something different but similar, and then click Edit My Site. This will lead you to your own website. You have one home page that is automatically created by the system. You would just need to wait a couple of seconds. You can skip the tutorial as we're running the guided project together, and we will cover the tutorial and more in this guided project. Much more, in fact, as it's not really a tutorial, but just an in-product guide. So from the left-hand side, you have the Pages section, and here we can start creating additional pages on top of the home page automatically generated by the system. The first thing to do when you're creating a website for your small, medium business or for your client is to have a clear idea what the objective of the website are and what the structure of the website should be to achieve such objectives. In this guided project, we will start creating a simple website. What do we want to achieve with it? We want people to know about us as a florist brand. We want people to know about our values and our story. We want people to subscribe to our newsletter and being able to get in touch with us and perhaps proceed with some orders. So our structure will have a Contact Us page and an About Us page to tell our story and get people in touch with us. It might be a good idea to show people our products or our main lines of products, and you will do that in one of our practice activities throughout the project. Let's begin creating the basic structure by clicking Add the Page, and we'll have a Contact Us page. So we'll select the content so that we can use already the MailChimp Contact Us webpage template, and then click Add Page. And this, in a matter of a couple of seconds, will generate a Contact Us page. And the new page has been added. We want to save the page from the top left-hand side, and then we'll add a new page, and this time will be About. So we'll click Add Page, and we'll select About. This will generate a page with the About Us template. We want to choose which one we prefer. We're going to go for the second one, as we will use a video to tell our story, and then we'll click Add Page. And again, the new page has been added to the website, and then we can click Save. We'll make some edits throughout the rest of the project, but this has created our basic structure. The only piece missing perhaps is a product or service page, and we will do that in one of our practice activity. In the next task, we'll begin modifying the style, fonts, and color palette so that we can adapt this template to our needs and then begin editing the pages. So in the next task, we'll modify the style, fonts, and color palette of the website. See you there. Welcome back. In the previous task, we have had a clear idea of our objectives and we reflected them in the structure of the website. And we started creating a basic structure of our site, having in mind already the pages that we want to add. In this task, we're going to edit the style, fonts, and color palette of the website to start personalizing it. As of now, MailChimp has provided us with its own templates. On the top left-hand corner, you can click the back arrow to exit the Pages Management, and we can go into the Styles Management section. So we'll click Styles to open it. First, we can change the color palette. As this is a florist website, I want to change the color. So we'll click the drop-down menu arrow, and we'll select something with a pink and green in it, so we can get some of the pre-designed color palettes. The vibrant palette is probably the best for what we need to achieve. So we'll get something with a dark green and perhaps a light pink. So this third last option seems to be the right combination for our taste. Once we have decided on the style and color palette, we can click the back arrow to go back. Now we can choose the theme. The theme is reflecting the style of the button and the style of the headers and paragraph text. So this will add us some editing touch to the fonts as well. So we can scroll down and choose the theme that we prefer. For this, I will probably go for either a classic or polish. We can go for polish and then always be able to edit it later. As perhaps this seems to be a little too light, I'm going to go for classic. So this is to introduce the idea that albeit editors like MailChimp might be limited, they're also very quick and make it very easy for you to start pushing pages online. And there are some options and there is some room for personalization. So this is not only science, but it's also taste and art. It's very related to what you want to communicate. So we chose our styles and colors and themes. So now we're ready to go back and start editing the page. Before we move on to the next task, we can use the preview function here to have a small preview of the website and start seeing how does it look like with this color palette. This is the About Us page, and it's reflecting the fonts and colors and background color, etc. Once we're happy, we'll click Exit Preview, and we're ready to start editing the page's content. So in the next task, we're going to add, edit, move, and delete the page sections. See you there. Welcome back. In the previous task, we have edited these styles, so the color theme, the color palette, and fonts and styles of the pages. In this task, we're going to add, edit, move, and delete page sections to start editing the content of our pages. We'll begin with the home page. So go to Home and click Edit Page. Here we'll see that we have different sections, and by mouse over in each of them, we'll be able to change the layout and edit. We have a header section, And then we have editable sections. We can move them down or up and down depending on where they are. This is the first section, the cover section. But if we scroll down, you'll see that the subsequent sections, they have options to be moved up and down with the arrows. Then we can change the layout and edit the section. Now, what we want to do, we want to start changing the layout. So we can click layout, and here you see that we can have a central position or left and right, or add in a button. So we choose the layout for the text section, and we choose text only. Then this section here with image and text, we might want to move that up. So we'll move it up one slot by clicking the up arrow. So this way we'll learn how to change the layout and to move around these sections. By keeping scrolling down the page, you'll notice already probably that in between different sections, by mouse overing, there are plus signs that you can see highlighted. So this will be useful for you to add a section. So you can add a new section here. You can have a text and image, for example, and choose the layout, and a section will be added. If we change our mind and we see that we don't really need an extra text and image section, simply delete it again with the trash bin icon. And this will remove the section that you have selected. Great! Now that we have added, edited, moved, and deleted page sections, in the next task, we're going to have a small practice activity where you will add yourself a product page to the website. See you there! Welcome back. In the previous task, we've been adding, editing, moving, or deleting page sections. In this practice activity, we will start putting together everything we have learned so far to create a products page. In this small practice activity, you will create a products page listing a central title and 3 text and image sections, alternating images and text left and right. Note that you can use the general template, and you will have to delete any relevant section or add the sections if it's needed. Feel free to keep this slide as a reference on screen. Pause the video and begin your practice. Resume the video when you're ready so that we can review it together. Well done. It's very simple, isn't it? Let's review it together. We'll have the Pages menu from the Manage site, and we will add a new page. We'll add the regular page, and we will choose the General template. I'll choose the first one and click Add Page. Once the page is added, I will change the name into Products, and I will make sure it's added to navigation. And then I'll click Save. As soon as the new page settings are being completed, I can now go to the products page and edit it the way it was described in the practice activity description. So I will take the products page, click Edit Page, and I'll make sure that we have a central title section. We don't need the cover section, so I'm going to take this cover section, and by mouse overing and clicking, I can delete it using the bin button. And I'll remove this intro cover section. What we want to have is a central title and 3 text and images sections that are alternating. So we have certainly 1, 2, and 3 text and image section. I won't need the last section, so I'm going to click it and delete it using the bin button. This way I can remove this section as well, and I will have only the 3 alternating text and image sections. We said we wanted to have a central title, so to keep the central title, we can mouse over and click Layout this section, and we'll change the layout to central. Now that this one is centered, we'll click Done to save the edits. The products page is now ready to be edited later. In one of the subsequent practice activities, You will go ahead and change the text and images of this page to finish the products page editing. Well done! In the next task, we're going to upload and insert the logo and images to keep learning about the website builder. See you there! Welcome back! In the previous task, you've been practicing with adding the products page to your website structure and editing the sections of the page. In this task, we're going to upload and insert logo and images. Let's start with the home page. We're going to edit the page to start modifying our homepage. Mouse over the first section and then you can change the layout. You can choose the center layout for your header. Then click the header and change the logo options into image. This will create a placeholder for your logo image. Click the logo again and click Replace to replace the logo picture. This will send you to the images of MailChimp where you have the Content Studio and the stock photos. Let's use them both. We'll begin with the Content Studio and we will upload our own logo. So we'll click My Logo and Upload Logo will set a default from the project files. So we'll double click and we'll choose the logo PNG. And then you click Open. This will upload a logo with a transparent background. And we can then use it by clicking on it as our logo. We'll select it and click Insert. This will position the logo as a replacement of the default placeholder logo. And then by clicking and resizing, we can give it the size that we prefer. And then click again. Now the changes are saved and you've been adding your logo. Let's replace images all over. We'll click the second section and then we'll edit the layout and background. We'll click background, we'll choose image, and we'll click browse in order to browse images. This is the time for us to have a look at the stock photos. So we'll click the stock photos section and we'll search for images that are pulled from a website called Unsplash, where we have free stock pictures. Let's search for florists and we'll choose this picture from the second row and then click use image. This will change the background of our cover layer or section. We can then progress with replacing the pictures from the other sections of the website. Let's use the same procedure by scrolling down, locating the second picture, and we will click Replace. And we'll replace the image by going to Stock Photos and searching again for Florist. Now the picture that we will choose is the last one on the third row on the right. So we'll choose this one here. And we will click Use Image. Now that we have replaced the second picture, we'll move to the third spot, click the picture, click Replace again, and we'll search again for Stock Photos Florist. This time, we'll choose a picture from the left-hand side, this great vase with a hand and scissors, and we'll click Use Image. Perhaps we don't really need an extra section, so we can mouse over this last section here, and by clicking the bin, we'll just delete it. So we'll have removed the unused section. We'll click, mouse over the last section, and we can change the background here again by clicking Background, Image, Replace Image, and from our stock photos, we'll choose flowers this time, just to give a background of flowers to the last section. Scrolling down, maybe these sunflowers will be pleasant to the eye. We'll click and choose Use Image. And this will add a background. Great, now that we've edited the pictures of the home page, in the next task, we're going to edit text of the home page and the footer to complete the content for this page. See you there. Welcome back. In the previous task, we've been edited the logo and pictures of the home page and learned how to choose pictures from the stock photos functionality or how to add an uploaded picture in the case of the logo from our computer. In this task, we're going to edit the text. So far, we've been changing the layout and style and the color and fonts. We've been adding and editing pictures and sections. Now we want to act on the text content. It's important to remember that when we are building and designing the website, we're doing so by having in mind a voice for our brand, a voice for our company. We want to talk to people about our products, services, and passion, and we want to integrate the website in the general tone of our marketing campaigns, whether it's email marketing with MailChimp or even advertising, online advertising, and marketing of other forms. Now, the principle that we want to invest on are around how much we care for flowers and people, and history and experience that we have as a company, and ultimately how fast we are in delivering such beauty and experience to your dear ones. So, to craft this message, we'll click and select the text on the title. And we'll replace this with a message such as caring for flowers and people since 1955. So this way we've been adding a headline that is telling us that one of our core values are caring. We care for flowers and people. This is the connection that we're building. And we're doing so since 1955. So we're giving a sense that we are experienced. We are in business. We have been so for some time. Now we have a message such as flowers for all occasions, carefully crafted and delivered to your dear ones within 5 hours. So we're highlighting here that we have flowers for all sort of occasions, home decorations, wedding and ceremonies, friendship and love. They're carefully crafted, so we're investing on tradition and manual craft, and they're delivered to your dear ones, so we're investing on the passion and love for people within 5 hours. So we're giving them a very short time frame for us to highlight this unique selling point. Then we'll scroll down and we can even make this image a little bit smaller by dragging and dropping the bottom right hand corner, and then you click again to release, and then we'll edit the text on the right hand side. So here we want to give a quick highlight of the products and services that we're offering. So we want our clients to know that we provide the special arrangements, and we want to give some description of this quality. So our qualified designers can make all sorts of compositions and arrangements for your special occasions. So we're investing on letting them know that we have qualified designers and that we really innovate on arrangements of different sorts. Now let's give another message here, and we want to have something like the best florist in town. So we will select this text and we say the best florist in town as a tagline, and we highlight with a double click. You can select the whole text, and here we write, for generations we've been caring about sending a message of love with the most beautiful flowers. So again, we're investing in our experience that for generations we've been doing this, and we care, and we're sending a message of love with the most beautiful flowers. So we're investing in our product quality as well. We can change the layout for this, and for example, the background might be a light pink, which will generally change the text automatically to the dark green on the other side. And you can change the layout as well. So we change the background color, and the layout might be, for example, the left and right. So we have a better display of the message. We've also been interrupting the green theme with a bit of break to the eye with different color. And now we can edit the other text sections where we talk about the other products. Again, we can make this image a little bit smaller by clicking and dragging the bottom right hand corner and clicking again to release. And here we can edit the headline again by double clicking, and we'll type in carefully crafted, And then we'll double click again the paragraph to highlight it all. And we have a message such as we manually craft each of our compositions, arrangements, and bouquets to make them special and unique for you. So again, we're investing on the manual craft, on the special displays that we can arrange, and we make everything unique for you. And finally, we have our last message. So at the very bottom, we can change this tagline again or headline. We'll double click this header and we'll change this into the highest quality flowers and fastest delivery. So we're trying to invest on both sides, that we're fast, but we also provide high quality. And we'll double click this paragraph again where we deliver the expression of your love or of your feelings. So again, we're trying to let them know that what we're delivering is really what you care about. We care about flowers and we care about people. So this is not just about typing in text in the website builder, but it's really the idea of copywriting and generating some text that is really reflective of your brand and is in line with your marketing campaigns. We can double click the footer text that will have stay in touch, and we'll have a follow us on, and we'll give links to the major social networks. So here, when you click this social widget, it already has a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, email, YouTube, or other social networks. So you can add different icons linked to your social pages, which you can edit here. Great. We can change the brand name at the bottom as well, and we'll make it Del Rosio Florists or Del Rosio Quality Florists. Excellent. This footer now will be reflected throughout the entire website. So the footer section, which you can click and highlight here, you can see that it's called the footer. This footer section, just like the header, will be replaced in the footer and for the all web pages of the website. Once we have finished editing the web page, on the top right hand corner, click Done to save the changes. Excellent work. In the next task, we're going to edit the content of the Contact Us page. See you there. Welcome back. In the previous task, we've been editing the text content for the home page. And in this task, we're going to edit the Contact Us page. So we'll click Edit Page. So for our contact page, we want to remember about our main marketing goal, to get people in touch with us to get information or perhaps proceed with an order. So we can double click and type in get info or place an order now. Ideally, you will have a separate call to action for each action, but as we are at an early stage of our business, we want to get people in touch and talk to us. But we want them to know that they can both ask information and place orders. Get in touch for prices, special arrangements, and orders. And then email us at contact, let's say, delrosioflorists.com. Then we also have another goal, subscribing to the newsletter. So we can click and edit, subscribe to our newsletter to change this text as well. And then we'll double click to select the entire paragraph. We'll change this into be reminded, let's say, of special occasions and get to know about our latest offers. And remember that this is integrated with MailChimp, so we really want to invest on email marketing here. As you can see, the footer remained just like we have added it in the homepage. Then once we're happy, on the top right hand corner, we'll click Done. If you want to change the settings of the page, you simply click Pages, and next to Contact, you click Settings. And the contact page perhaps needs to be renamed as Contact Us. Once you have renamed it, you can click Save to rename it. We will cover in one of the later tasks some info and tips about search engine optimization when editing the pages. Great! In the next task, you're going to have another small practice activity where you will edit on your own the About Us page. See you there! Welcome back. In this practice task, we're going to edit the products page. First, add the central title, Our Products, with a subtitle, Find more info about our products and services. Add the 3 images and edit the text. The images will display roses, home decorations, flower delivery. The text will describe the 3 products and services, the roses bouquets, home, flower decorations, and flower delivery service. Feel free to keep this slide on the video so that you can use it as a reference while the video is paused and you practice. You can also find these resources by pressing Ctrl O or Command O on your keyboard, depending if you have a PC or Mac, and you can access the project files and find a PDF copy of these slides. Pause the video, complete the task, and unpause to see the solution once the task is complete. Great! Let's review the practice together and we'll continue editing the products page. First, we'll add the central title, Our Products. So I'm going to edit the page, scroll down, and double-click this text. And then we'll change this title into Our Products. We'll then click and edit, find more info about our products and services. Great. Then I'll scroll down, I'll take the first image, I'll click and replace. We want to display some roses or roses bouquet. So I'm going to go to stock photos and I will search for roses to start with. Probably this second picture with the roses bouquet is perfect for what I need to achieve. So then I will use this image. I'll change my title into roses bouquet and provide a description. We could set up this button to link to a new page where we provide more information about the product. If we want to give brief description on this page only, we can always remove the button by clicking the bin sign, the bin icon. Then the second image, we're going to click and replace. And we need to find some pictures about home decorations, so I'll click stock photos and I will try searching for home flower decorations. A search like home flowers decorations or flower decoration will certainly have some good pictures coming up. So I'm going to select the first one and I'll use the image. I'll edit the text, home decoration. We design the layout with you and provide a vast selection of flowers, plants, and decorative vases. And I have added my second product or service. And then I'll click again the last picture and I'm going to select replace, and this time from the stock photos I'm going to search for flowers delivery. Picture of this motorcycle delivering flowers is probably good to illustrate the service, and I'll click use image. It might be good to highlight a fast delivery so that we can showcase the unique selling point that we are fast in delivering our flowers, and we'll have we offer wide fast delivery within 5 hours from order, so that we can provide some description of what we can do for our clients. Once we're happy, on the top right hand corner, we click Done to save the changes, now that we have edited and completed our products page. Well done. This is just an example to review your practice together. Of course, you may have added different images or written a different text. It's really up to your creativity then to build the image for your company. In the next task, we're going to complete our practice by having a new practice activity to create and edit the About Us page. See you there. Welcome back. In the previous task, we have practiced finishing editing the product page. In this task, we're going to edit the About Us page. In this practice task number 3, edit the About Us page, you will create a title, We Care About Flowers and People. You will add a 3 lines text to describe the story of the Del Rosio family in the flowers business for 3 generations. Then you will link the video that is already present on the page template to the YouTube video, which you can find in the resources. Remember that you can press Ctrl O or Command O, depending if you're using a Mac or PC keyboard, and you will find the video link document where you can copy and paste the link to the video widget in the web page. Add the title section with heading The Most Experienced Florist with the Biggest Hearts and a subtitle Beautiful Flowers, Fast Deliveries, Warm Feelings. Then replace the pictures, title, and descriptions to tell the story of the De Rosio family. We'll have the founder, Grandmother Rosio, the maker, her daughter, that runs the business now, and the innovator, her granddaughter, that is leading innovation and moving the business online. So we have 3 generations that are displaying 3 sides of the business: tradition, creating their products, and the innovation that is the future of our florists that are going online. Feel free to keep this slide as a reference on your screen, pausing the video. Complete the practice and then resume the video when you're done so that we can review it together. Well done. Let's review our practice together. I'm going to show you what I have done. I will edit the page about, and we can change the title. So this section here is not really needed. So we can go ahead and remove it using the bin button, and then clicking remove section. Then I can change this title into We Care About Flowers and People, which is one of our key values. And then we can tell a story. We can have our 3 lines story about the Rosio family and business. So I have written a copy with We Care About Flowers and People for 3 generations. We have been approaching the business in the warmest and most traditional way. We care about handcrafted masterpieces that can show your dear ones how much you truly love them and express your emotions and feelings. Find out about the story of our family and business in the video below. So this will give a sense of all the values that are dear to us and that should encounter the client's philosophy and needs. Then we can click the video and replace the link with the URL. So by pressing Ctrl O and then opening the project files and the video link, we can copy the video link and then paste it. I hit the back button and I went back to the web page, so I can now paste it in the video URL. Right click and paste and then click save. And this will replace the video with the chosen YouTube video showing our flower shop. Then I'll change this central section, and now we'll have the most experienced florists with the biggest hearts. Great. I will also change the text with beautiful flowers to fast deliveries, warm feelings. As you can see, this section is reflecting again our values. We want the quality of the product, beautiful flowers. We want the delivery, fast delivery as a service and a key unique selling point, and the warm feelings that we care with passion. Now, these 2 sections are not really needed. We can go ahead and delete them by clicking the bin button and removing the section afterwards. So we'll click remove section, and here we can create our story about the family, replacing the pictures. Now I'm going to just click and replace and select the stock pictures of an elderly woman There's some pictures that might reflect the three generations that we're trying to describe. So I'll have elderly woman, for instance, and I'm going to choose a picture. So scrolling down, I have chosen a picture that might tell the story. It might be the flower shirt, but then I'll click use image, and this will be replacing the picture within the frame for our founder. Then I'm going to do the same for the other two generations. So I'll have again the stock photos and perhaps just woman, and I'm going to search for a picture that might tell the story. So scrolling down, I have found a picture that might be useful. I'll click use image, and then we're going to have the last picture, and again click and replace for the innovator. This time around, I'll go to stock photos and simply search for girl to have a picture of our young generation and the granddaughter that is helping with innovation and growth. Great, I'll choose a picture and I'll click use image, and I'm going to have our three characters for the story. We had the founder, the maker, and the innovator. I am going to add a bit of the description to the story. So grandmother Rosio has started it all. So I have provided a bit of description. Grandmother Rosio has started it all with little money and a big heart with lots of passion for the flowers she has always loved. While the maker, she is the health behind the scenes, crafting the most beautiful creations to help you express your feeling. And then finally, the innovator, she is the future, experimenting, innovating, making online orders and fast deliveries possible. So this is a beautiful story of passion, product, quality, services that we have three generations. It spans through three generations with a beautiful story of entrepreneur women that are running the business between tradition and future innovation. It's important to consider the brand identity and the voice and tone that you want to give to the website, as it's not just about adding a picture or editing a text, but this is all part of your integrated marketing campaign and honestly telling the story of what do you value about your business, what you can offer with your client, why are you in business and you're doing all the things you're doing. Your clients will be very grateful for you to being able to translate all of this into the website. In the next task, we're going to optimize for search engines using the search engine optimization descriptions and social share descriptions in the pages. So that MailChimp will be able to help you on that too. See you in the next task. Welcome back and well done. In the previous practice activity, you've been editing on your own the About Us page. And as anticipated, we're going to talk about optimizing for search engines now with some basic functionalities that you can find in the website builder for MailChimp. Click Pages on the left-hand side and select the page that you want to edit. Let's say, for example, the home page. We'll start with this. We'll go Settings, and it will provide you with some information. This will give you a name, and then a search results preview, and then a social share preview. So we want to click Edit for the search results preview. And what you can do here, you can write your own description for the search engines to display, and it will be shown as a preview as a search result. You can generate automatically by clicking Generate a description. The system will try to analyze your data and the content you've been adding to the page so that it can try to build automatically a description for you. It might be limited as it really just takes inspiration from the text that you have on the page. So you can add to page description, but then edit it later as you prefer. So this might be a way for you to speed up the process or get some support, but I doubt it will be completely automatic. Then when it comes to the search preview, it will show a small description snippet. Also, when you have the SEO title, you might want to have the Rosio Florist's Home, for example, something that is highlighting your own brand. Then you can take one step back, and when it comes to the social share preview, you can edit this. And you notice that the transparent logo might not really work very well with your social and search um, previews. So you can change the social share image by clicking replace. And here in the Content Studio, we can upload a different version of the logo that you can use when the transparent background is not really valid. So you can click the logo with the green background and then click open. Once the image is uploaded, it will be shown in your social preview, matching your website. Similarly to SEO search engines, you can change the social share title. So this can be Del Rocio Florists or Quality Florists. And the social share description would be your own site description as you want to type it in. Here have been edited my own copywriting. Best quality crafts to express your feelings with flowers, fast delivery, affordable price. And now I have both my search engine optimization and social share. And then you can click save. Remember, and I'll run an example with the Contact Us page. If you click settings, you probably have noticed that on top of editing SEO descriptions and social share descriptions, you can also edit the URL path. So this will be the address that is shown up here in the browser address bar. So if you have a Contact Us page, you might want to replace this into Contact-us. So make sure that you edit the URL in order to reflect the content of the page and the title of the page so that it's better indexed and organized on a search engine. Then you click save, and this will help you by repeating these actions for each page, will help you having a better social share preview and be better organized, described, and indexed by search engines. In the next task, we're going to implement links. So we're going to give to the website the interactivity of connection between pages at the very core of any website. So see you in the next task to add the links. Welcome back. In the previous task, we have seen how to optimize pages for search engines. In this task, we're going to add links so that we'll make sure that we can connect the pages between one another. Let's say, for example, that we added the page, the Rosio Florist home. Some links are already created by the navigation. So whenever we have selected in the page included for navigation, that page will be present in the navigational menu. So to insert links and connect the pages with one another, we can do different things. We can link an external website, another page of the website, or a section of the website. Let's say, for example, we will scroll down to the special arrangements, for instance. We want to connect the button to the products page. So we'll click the Learn More button, we'll click the link icon, and then we'll choose, do we want to connect this to an external URL, so a web page that is not part of our site, or do we want to connect to a page or a section? So we'll start with the page, we'll click page, and we'll select products, and then we'll click save. Clearly, it's important to make note that not only the buttons can be linked to other elements, but also text. So if you need to create a link out of a word, the procedure is exactly the same. So we can, for instance, compositions, we can select the word and we'll simply click the link icon and link this to the product page as well. So in this case, the word compositions has become underlined as a link and will be working exactly like the button Learn More. Vice versa, if we go up to the Learn More button in the cover of our website, so the cover section, here we can click the Learn More button and then click the link icon to link this instead of a page to a section. And we'll choose the section that we want to link to. So we have an intro, text, text and image. If we want to move the page, having it scrolling right to the beginning of the description of our products in the home page, we'll click text and image. That's the third section on our site. And we'll click save. So this way, we've been linking either to another page of the website, or we'll be linking to a section of the website. Let's see how this behaves by clicking preview at the top right hand corner. We'll scroll down, and then we'll try clicking the Learn More button. So as I click the button, the page will be automatically scrolled down to the special arrangements. Here, whether I click on the compositions word or I click on the button, the results will be the same. I will be sent to the products page. Inserting links in the website is as simple as that. To drive the navigation to an external site, scrolling the page to a section of the current page, or linking to another page of our website. We'll be using the preview tool, so we can close this tab now and go back to our site builder and exit the preview. We've been already using the preview tool, so the top right hand corner, we click done to save the changes or to go back to the manage site. So we've been using the preview tool to check for the links. We're going to use the preview tool extensively in the next task, as we're going to test and preview the website to make sure that everything is okay. We always need a testing before publishing, and then we will finally publish the website online. See you in the next task. Welcome back. In the previous task, we have learned how to insert the links in the website. So to link to an external site, to a section within the same page, or to another page within the website. In this task, we're going to use extensively the preview tool to preview and test the website before publishing it. And then we're going to go ahead and publish the website. So we'll take our page, the Rocio Florist home, and we want to make sure that everything is okay. So we can notice already that the products should probably be first, and then an about us and contact us. So we can go ahead, test and review, go back to managing the website and making the changes that we need to make. So for instance, the products, we can take it and drag and drop it at the very top. So this will be reflected in the navigation order. And now the products page will be first. Then we're going to drag and drop the about and move it to the central spot so that we can have products, about us, and contact us. Great, now that we have moved around the items, probably the page should be about us more than about, so we can go into settings and change its title. So we'll name it about us and make sure that in the URL path, we also have this reflected, and we'll click save. Now that we have changed the page title and the order in the navigation, everything else seems to be okay. We can go back into preview mode, and you'll notice that there is a mobile version to test the responsive design of your website. So we'll move into mobile, and we'll check how does it look on the cell phone. So it seems to be good enough even on the narrowest of screens. So this is fairly responsive. We can click and try and navigate into a different page, like About Us. Here you might notice that the text might be slightly too long for the mobile version, so we can work on shortening it a bit as we can get a sense of the different experience that the users are having. The 3 lines seem to be okay on the desktop, but it didn't really work very well on a narrow screen of a mobile phone. We can exit the preview and apply the needed changes. So we're going to go back to the About Us page, click Edit Page, and then edit the text to shorten it. So we're going to have approaching the business traditionally, and we'll stop at you truly love them. So that we made this quite shorter, and then we'll click done, and we'll preview again. So anything from the layout to content, it's useful to preview it in the mobile version so that you can see how does it look like on screen, especially because now the vast majority of the traffic will come from the mobile screens, mobile devices. Consider that even while editing, so I'm going to go back and click Edit Page, you can run a preview that is specific to this page from the top right-hand corner, and it will lead you to the same preview. So we'll go to mobile, and you see can now it's a lot better, and it can show already the video even on the narrowest of mobile phones, so that you can see that the content is continuing. Once we're happy, we'll click Exit Preview, and then we'll click Done. Now that we have reviewed everything from content to SEO or social share, images and text, we can go ahead and publish. So on the top right hand corner, we'll click Publish, we'll review, and then accept terms and publish. Consider that this is going to be public on the internet at this particular domain. The name that you have chosen, .mailchimpsites.com. So congratulations, your site is online and ready to be used for marketing campaigns. If you ever need to remove it, because obviously this is a test website, you can go into settings and then scroll down. You will find a site status published. Then you can click edit, or you can either delete it or simply unpublish it. This will bring it back to the stage that it was before. It was not published. Congratulations! Now that you have created your full website on MailChimp, in the next and final task, we're going to have a portfolio activity. We will create a sushi restaurant website using MailChimp from scratch. This will give you an opportunity not only to practice, but also to have a website that you have designed according to your ideas that you can keep in your portfolio as a student or for potential employers or even for your own teammates to demonstrate what you can do with the MailChimp website creation process. See you in the next and final task for our portfolio activity. Welcome back. In the previous task, we have previewed and tested the website and finally published. In this final task, we're going to run an optional portfolio activity. I highly recommend, although it is optional, to complete this task, as this will help you put in practice everything you have learned so far, unleash your creativity, and have a project that you can include in your business portfolio. A portfolio activity will be a concrete business scenario. There won't be one solution, there won't be one right answer. It's more about utilizing everything you have learned and creating your own website as you see fit. I will give you some tips and advice, but you are free to go down any route you want. At the end of the practice, I am going to show you what I have done so that you can review some potential ideas. The result of this will be part of your business portfolio, as you effectively will have created a sushi restaurant website at the end of this portfolio activity. So let's examine the business scenario. As said, the challenge is optional and ungraded. It's not preventing you from completing the guided project in case you decide not to complete the task. The goal here is to build your confidence by putting in practice what you learned. So I highly recommend you to complete the portfolio activity. Here's the scenario. Your client has opened a sushi restaurant and would like to go online. So this is the first step of creating marketing campaigns, email marketing campaigns, customer fidelization, etc. The client has opened a sushi restaurant and would like to go online with a small website in order to showcase a restaurant, the main dishes, and ultimately receive in-restaurant table bookings and takeaway orders. Some tips for you. Build the website structure first with a page for each of the main objectives that you can identify. So have a look at this scenario, identify what the business objectives are, and make sure that you create a page for each. You can also create a home page with a section for each of the main business objectives, and then maybe link the sections to different pages. As general steps, you will have to create a new MailChimp account. So you will put in practice what we have covered in task 1. Build the sushi restaurant website, creating the structure as we have done in the first few tasks of this guided project, and then create sections and linked pages that will cover all the business objectives. As a thing to note, Each free MailChimp account can have one organic website only. The exercise is exclusively for training purposes, where you will run the entire set of steps of our guided project from top to end. So you will begin by creating a new account from scratch and then building the restaurant website according to the objectives that we have, business objectives. As a pro tip, you can insert a video, which we also have covered throughout the guided project, to showcase the restaurant. Try taking inspiration from some sushi restaurants' YouTube videos, perhaps, that you can use as an example. Feel free to leave these slides on screen for reference, and you can go back the video a few seconds to put on screen the previous slide if you need it. Pause the video now to complete the task, and unpause to see the solution once the task is completed. Again, it's not a one solution. It would be just me showing you what I have done and comparing my ideas with yours, but you can build the website the way you prefer. Unleash your creativity, enjoy your practice, and see you for the review. Well done. I hope you had fun in creating your sushi restaurant website. Let's review some ideas together. So we'll go back to our homepage, MailChimp.com, and we'll start with sign up free to create our account. We'll put in a working email and choose a username, perhaps sushi restaurant 123, and a valid password. Then we will click sign up to start the account creation. This has gotten us the invitation email, and we click on the activate account button, and I got sent to this page. And I'm going to go ahead and confirm I'm not a robot and begin the account creation or setup process. I'll choose the free plan and next. I'll fill in the details for the account and then click continue. And of course, I'll need to provide a valid address. Once I have provided the business address, no, I do not have any contact and I do not sell products or services online because I'm just starting. So I get neither, but I intend to sell products and services online. And then I'll click continue. I'm going to sign up to the e-commerce newsletter just in case it would be interesting in the future. And then I'll click continue and I will be brought to the website where I can go ahead from my MailChimp dashboard, starting creating the website. Here I'm going to go again to create a website, build website, or from the left-hand side, website, and I'll get started building my online presence. So here I will start designing my site. Set up your site, and then I'll call it Sushi Restaurant and edit my site. You can use any creative name you prefer. And here I can start creating my structure. I have a home page. I can skip the builder, the in-product tutorial, and I get a home page. I want to get a page about the restaurant. So I'm gonna have an about type of page. And I will choose one with a video because I feel creative and I want to use some YouTube videos to show the restaurant. And I'll call this page restaurant. Essentially, this type of page is an about us type of page, but I know that I want to use it to present my restaurant. And then we'll click save once we're happy with the result. We also want to get a menu or main dishes page and the table booking as well as takeaway delivery booking. So I can have another page with menu, let's say, and we'll have like a general page and we'll choose the general template. I'll add the page and I'll call it menu. And I'll have save. And then finally, booking and delivery. Excellent. Now I have my page structure. I even like the order: restaurant first and then the menu, book a table, and takeaway and delivery. I have reflected here the main business objective: showcase the restaurant, showcase the menu or the main dishes, book a table in the restaurant, or arrange for the takeaway or delivery order. I can go back managing the pages now, and I can change the style on my website. I want this to be an elegant website for the sushi restaurant, so I'm going to stay on the classic theme and use some color scheme that perhaps is including some darker or vibrant colors. Something you might have considered throughout your practice is you can create a new color palette, completely personalized and custom, or you can edit one color palette that is already existing. I'm going to go for the hot dog food truck, but it's not really as elegant as I would like it to be. I like the colors, but probably this red should be more like a kind of a softer orange. So I'm going to change this a bit. And the yellow should be a little softer yellow, a bit lighter. I like the blue, the white, black, and gray. So we can go for custom palette and save. So we just edited the hot dog food truck and we have changed that and replaced that, turning it into different kind of site. I'm gonna go try the orange background or perhaps the black background and see in the preview right away how does it look like. I kind of like this black background with orange, so I'm going to leave it like this and I'll go back. So now I just changed my font, color, and theme style settings. Now that I got my sushi restaurant all right, I can go ahead and enable the cookie banner, especially in the European Union with the GDPR. We do need the cookie banner and we'll include the accept cookies button. We can change the banner color and perhaps use the gray that is included in our theme, and then we'll go back. Now that we're ready with all the settings, we can go ahead and change the content of the pages. So I started editing the homepage. I'm going to go for the layout of the header. I kind of think this navigational menu is a little too crowded if we leave it like that. So I'm going to have a central logo with the navigation at the bottom. So you can choose your own logo or even have a text description. Excellent. We're happy with this and we'll take the central section and we're going to, in the intro, change the background and replace the image. So we're going to browse and use our stock photos. And I'm going to type in sushi restaurant to find some good images. Of course, in real life, the client will have you provided with the sushi restaurant pictures from their own restaurant. So I'm going to go click in this image as it appears to be a valley cover. It's pretty nice. And here we got our cover alright, and we can scroll down to edit the subsequent sections. If you happen to have a disconnection throughout this creation process, sometimes there will be errors like it happened to me. You simply refresh and go back editing because everything is continuously automatically saved on your MailChimp. So here we got perhaps a chance to have 3 or 4 sections. We want to have one about the menu, one about booking the table and delivery. So we certainly need 3 sections. We might want to use a 4th one. So we can go ahead and add another section here and we'll make it a text and image section with an image on the right. Why do I want to do that? Because maybe we want to have one section about the menu, one about the main dishes that we want to highlight, and then we might add the table booking and delivery. Okay, so we got the footer and the homepage structure seems to be all right. And we're going to go ahead and changing the content by replacing one picture here and changing and editing the text. So I'm going to click the picture, replace another stock photo, search for sushi restaurant, and we're going to choose a picture. Actually, we can have one section about the restaurant and then 1 or 2 sections about the menu and the main dishes and then the booking and delivery. So we can really shape this the way we want. I'm going to have one about the restaurant, then I'll take the picture and replace it. So we'll click and click replace. And I want to have one about the dishes. So I have chosen a set of pictures that will be indicating the different sections. I've added some elegant pictures to showcase the food, and then I have the table at the restaurant and some takeaway picture to show the other objective that we have. I can edit the text a bit. So we can click double click, select the entire text and edit the text. So I'm going to go ahead and type in um, best quality sushi in an elegant atmosphere. And I'll start editing the text around the different sections. So I have been editing a bit the text. We don't really need an extra section here, or at least I don't feel like I need it. So I'm going to delete it by clicking the bin icon and remove the text section. I have added pictures and text. So I have an elegant yet cozy atmosphere presenting the restaurant, the finest sushi selection presenting the menu or the main dishes, book a table to contact and reserve your table, or the takeaway option. At home, with our takeaway and delivery option, you can bring the best of Japan to your home in 30 minutes. So we have been arranging the copywriting too. One interesting thing, if you click the button, you can also change the text inside the button. I'm not sure if you have done that, but probably instead of learn more, we can change the action here. So we can select the text and change it into book now, which would be more appealing as a call to action for the user. And similarly here at home, we can take the button and change the text as well. And we'll have order now. Finally, I have made changes to the footer as well with the follow us to know more about special events and new dishes. And I have included the social icons with the relevant links. Perhaps for this section, we can change the background image and replace the image. Stock photos. And again, we'll have a nice sushi picture. I'll select and use the image and use that as a background. Excellent. Clearly, I need to add the links as well. So I am going to go arranging the links. For instance, the button will be linked to the internal page restaurant to present the restaurant and save. And similarly, the button link for the sushi main selection, main dishes or menu will be bringing us to the menu page and so on and so forth. So I'm going to take action to edit all the pages similarly to the way we had described here, and I will publish and preview the final result to review together. Okay, so a bit of a fast forward here to review the pages. I have created a restaurant page. I've been simply editing the text, the best sushi quality, chefs and atmosphere, and with the freshest food, the most elegant yet cozy atmosphere, the finest chefs. So I'm highlighting in the text that the things that the client wants to bring forward with elegant but cozy, finest food, finest chefs, beautiful setting, or the ability to take the food home or have a delivery. I got a video about the restaurant and the chefs, and exploring the restaurant I have highlighted the elegant atmosphere or it's vibrant with life. You notice that as I simply need to display branded information, I have removed the buttons. So you can simply click and delete the button with the trash or bin icon. And then finally, we have our follow us to know more about the events, etc. I'm happy with it, so I'll click done. And then I have created a menu page where I have highlighted the main dishes. So here again, I will not need the button, so I'm going to remove it. And I have added a picture and a few text and image sections where I can describe with the central title section. And then I have a few more sections that are displaying information about the food. I can decide if I want to remove the button or if I want to link further pages, depending if it's a one page only showing the information or if I want to continue linking to other elements of the menu. So as I am finishing up the site as a sort of a shop window, I'm going to delete all the buttons and leave this as a display of our main offering. And then I've simply created a book a table or a delivery type of page. So I have a book a table now. I've been editing it, and I removed the sections that I did not need. I have just a book a table with a phone reservation or email reservation, and I kept the same footer. And I click done again. I'm going to do that for the order or takeaway and delivery as well. So I have the edit page. I am going to change this into a different layout, and I have a central layout. So I'll choose this, and I'll have order, takeaway, or delivery, and I'll have the information here. So I added a takeaway, a restaurant pickup phone number, or delivery, delivered within 30 minutes, and I have 2 email addresses. So I'm going to have delivery at sushirestaurant.com. So we have provided the order, takeaway, or delivery, and I have removed the text here, so I can delete all the text that is not required. And I will change the background image. So in the layout background, I can go ahead and replace the image. And with the stock photos, I'm going to have a takeaway image as a background. And we can probably use the same image we have used in the other page. So we'll have that as a background. So obviously it will be cut off. But we'll click done once we're happy with the graphics and the look and feel. Once I'm happy with the result, I can preview to go ahead and try out the site both on mobile as well as the desktop site, and it seems to be fine. And I have tested the connections, and it seems to be all good with the different sections, and it appears nicely on the mobile. And I have my desktop. Once I'm happy with the preview, I will exit. Of course, I will have to thoroughly test all the pages, and then finally I'll publish the site, accept the terms, and this will be available on my sushi restaurant .mailchimpsites.com. Before I review this site, I'm going to edit site, and just as a reminder that I can check the page settings for SEO or social share settings. So I'm going to go into the page, and I'll go settings. And for each of the pages, I can adjust the URL and provide SEO and social share information. So in the pages settings, I have both the search results preview and the social share preview, which is automatically pulling an image. It can be a logo or it can be an image on the website, and I can edit it. So I will edit the search results. I'll make sure that I generate or I write a description. So elegant and cozy sushi restaurant, and I'll make sure that the URL and the description is also containing keywords, and I can see a preview of the search results. So I can run some basic search engine optimization. I'm going to do that. And also on the social share, if I'm not satisfied with the picture or the logo that is selected, I can replace or remove the picture and add it to the social share description. Just as a reminder that for each of the pages, I can run some search engine optimization, which I'm going to save now, and social share preview that I can adjust the way I prefer. Once I'm happy with these changes, top right hand corner, I'll click Publish Changes, and I have published them again. So back to the sushi restaurant, which is now posted on sushirestaurant.mailchimpsites.com. You will have your own domain with your descriptive name and the mailchimpsites.com domain. And let's open it just to have a final look. And I can see that I have my functional cookie banner. I will accept it. And I have my sushi restaurant with the navigation menu that is working just fine. We have the restaurant, the menu, the book a table to reach the different pages. And I have the most delicious tradition of Japan. It's nice and appealing with all the business objectives marked. We have the restaurant, the food, and booking the table, and all the links clearly work where we have book a table or we can get the menu. So this is well serving the scope of creating a nice website for our client sushi restaurant, and we have done that in half an hour or so. Great. I hope you have had as much fun as I have had in running this guided project together. At the end of it, you're now capable of completely setting up a website through MailChimp and using it as a starting point for your all in-one marketing activities for clients, for your own business. So I hope you've had fun and to see you around in other guided projects online, and that you will be fruitfully applying the skills you have acquired in this project to your daily work. All the best, and thank you for being with me.